Hi, welcome to this vlog experiment. I'll call it an experiment. My name is Casper, and a little over 1 month ago, I decided to leave my entire life in the Netherlands behind and move to Singapore. After a very turbulent first month, I've been asked a couple of times, what does your life look like? Share some updates, or what do you do? And usually my answers are very boring and very simple. I go to the gym, I go to work, I eat, that kind of thing. I figured instead of just replying in such a bland way, I'd show you. So over the past few days, I've actually recorded some clips of just my normal life, and I've put them together through the power of editing software. So here's a brief look into what a normal week in my life looks like. Enjoy. Mondays, I usually am at home actually, which gives me the opportunity to do some laundry. I'm going to be showing a bunch of things that are just part of my normal daily life. Nothing too exciting, because I also want to just show you that this is a normal day-to-day life. So I eat breakfast, which is usually just an apple. I work from home. I do laundry and I hang up laundry. I'm also not going to show you things multiple times. So everything you might see here, you might see just once. For lunch, I usually go out. I go to one of the food courts nearby. This one is called Broadway, which is just near my house. It's about a 15-minute walk, which is about average for my usual lunch places. This time I got my absolute favorite, if you know, you know, bibimbap, my favorite Korean food. After that, I went to go to the gym. Today was a leg day. I'll show you just one set because one, I really hate filming in public, especially filming myself. And two, I wanted to focus on doing the actual workout instead of being on my phone and filming the whole time. In the bottom right here, you can see my entire workout. Feel free to pause and take a look at the exercises that I did. After that, it was back to work for the rest of the day. Then for dinner, I walked through this place that has a bunch of happy hour places. Now, mind you, these happy hours are actually all day, every day. So, I went and picked up some Japanese food, which I ate back at home. Then it was time to read and go to bed. The next day was Tuesday. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I usually go to the office. I don't really want to film too much of what goes on in and around my office. So instead, I decided to show you kind of what it looks like when I walk back home from my office. I thought this was a really cute little hyperlapse that I created of me walking from my office all the way to the metro. Now, a small heads up about these next two clips. They're going to flash by, and it's because my phone was still set to hyperlapse mode. So enjoy the technical woes of being new to filming your life. Gorgeous. After that, I was confronted with one of the great problems of living in Singapore. While it can be extremely hot, it can also turn to extremely rainy very quickly. For Thursday, I didn't really have that much to show, so here's a fit check. Wow, look at that editing. Gorgeous. After switching from my clothes, I picked up some fried rice, and then Friday, I went back to the gym. This is me explaining to you that I'm going to the gym. The audio is way too soft, and yes, that is what my hair looks like. Here's a better view of what it looks like when you approach my gym. It's a 24/7 gym, which is really convenient, and it's about 10 minutes away. Today I did my first pool day since my injury about 4 weeks ago. Here is an overview of the exercises I did, as well as the exercises I did on Wednesday when I didn't film. After that, I was once again confronted with rainy weather in sunny Singapore. Remember this street? Turns out that there's actually a really good pizza place there. So I went and got myself a pizza. Here's me enjoying that together with a cheap 1+1 free happy hour. On Saturday, I went to pick up some beef hot clay rice around Orchard. This is the weekend of F1, so there's a lot of festivities going around, so I wanted to go a walk around, and while I was there, I did some shopping. I was hugely successful, as you'll see here. Alright, grocery haul. I got a bunch of wine for my housewarming that I had a few weeks ago, and I realized I don't have an opener. It's not have one. Breakfast. Uniqlo haul. I got these linen pants. I have these in 2 other colors already, but I wanted to get the green to complete the set. I wear these basically every single day. It's the best. Got another shirt. I got this Henley shirt, which is like, look at this fabric. Look at that. Denim pullover blouse for work. It's very cold in the office, so I wear something around me. But then, the big one. Literally. Look at this. Oh yeah. It's this giant, soft, with a cozy reading nook.
After shopping, I passed through this really cute Chinese market with all the lights, it was beautiful, to meet up with some friends to watch F1. I actually met up with my Dutch friend Patrick, who had his family over for the weekend, it was very cute. And after watching the race, we actually went to a jazz cafe. And then to close out the week, I went to a nearby coffee shop to drink some coffee while reading a book.
Alright. Another thing that I want to do is kind of like a reading update. I read quite a bit here and I want to just kind of take you through what and how much I've read. I won't be giving full summaries and reviews, as I might be doing that for another video in the future at some point, but just to take you along what I read in a week. Now, disclaimer, this week I did read a bunch, like a whole lot. So this is not my typical week. Alright, so the first book is actually a book that I'm reading together with my book club. We started it this week and it's called The Women by Kristen Hanna. Currently we're on about 30%, which is chapter 12, which is in the first part. So far I'm really enjoying it. I blew through the first 11 chapters in like a day and a half. So yeah, very excited to keep reading that. Then, by myself, I actually read The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm butchering that. Started and finished the book this week actually. It's a pretty short book, it's about 300 pages, but still that's 300 pages that I read in less than a week. I haven't done that in a very long time. It was very good, it was enjoyable, it was quick and easy to read, and the twist at the end was lovely. Since then, I've actually started a new book as of today called The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. It's a romance comedy-esque novel. My first time trying out a romance novel. I'm about 19% in so far and I'm enjoying it. It's cute, it's witty, it's fun. So yeah, be on the lookout for my book updates as I go along and maybe some reviews here and there, depending on how I want to format that. But yeah, be on the lookout. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this first episode, experiment, vlog, whatever. If you have any comments or questions, either drop a comment below or let me know if you know how to reach me personally. See you next time. I don't know when that will be. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis, but be on the lookout for whenever it will be. Until then, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.